Russian officials are saying that Putin's invasion of Ukraine could shift to this grinding war of attrition. We're seeing evidence of that. The deputy mayor of Mariupol said they've been under 26 hours of consistent shelling. Joining me now is retired Lieutenant General Ben Hodges. He was the commanding general of U.S. Army Europe from 2014 to 2017. General Hodges, thanks so much for being with us. The news today is Kherson, this city near the Black Sea, has fallen. And Mariupol right here, under siege. We just spoke to the deputy mayor there who said they're surrounded. Russian forces here on all sides. He thinks they can hold out for several days if they get help. But if this is a war of attrition, General, what does that mean for the Ukrainians?
Well, first of all, what does it mean for the Russians? A war of attrition requires time, it requires lots of ammunition, and it requires lots of troops. And I do not think the Russians have the capacity to fully successfully carry out this new approach that they're trying. The Ukrainians, obviously, in a war of attrition, will also require people. They require logistics, but the logistical challenge for the Ukrainians is actually, I think, less difficult than it is for the Russians. Where the Russians have had success, finally, after 8 days in Kherson, that's their easiest logistical operation to support because of Crimea and the Black Sea Fleet. So I think if it does turn into a war of attrition, Ukraine is going to win out in the end.
That's interesting. So if it becomes this war of attrition or slow annihilation, as U.S. officials were telling Jim Sciutto, you think that gives the Ukrainians a chance, assuming they can get supplies. How will they be supplied and resupplied?
Well, John, you're exactly right. I've been impressed with how the West has begun to push more and more weapons and ammunition and equipment to Ukrainians. You just mentioned earlier the Stingers and the anti-tank systems that are coming in. I would imagine that our logisticians from the U.S. Army Europe, U.S. European Command, and other nations on NATO's eastern flank are developing the distribution network, building up these supplies that are coming in. And this is how it is when you have to go from a cold start. A logistical buildup is always very difficult in the beginning, but once it gets going, I mean, things will come pouring in there. And the Ukrainians, of course, on the receiving end will have directed, hey, we need more Stinger over here. We need more ammunition over here. And I think the Ukrainians will, and our allies will figure this out, how to do the distribution very quickly.
I mean, how? I mean, you just drive it over the border from Romania or from Poland?
Well, okay, good question. Of course, it needs to be on the scale of the Berlin airlift. I mean, that kind of intensity and quantity, but flying into Ukraine is going to be very difficult because the Russians still have superiority in the air. So I think what we're seeing is a combination of kind of a transfer point, if you will, where the NATO countries bring supplies into Poland to the border, and then either through a contract or Ukrainian vehicles are taking it further onward into Ukraine. I mean, it's frankly not to make light of it, but it's the same thing that DHL or Amazon does. They'll have a central distribution point, and then it goes out to where it's needed. The key is the expertise that's required to manage all that with so much stuff coming in. But U.S. Army logisticians and U.S. Air Force logisticians are the best in the world, and I am very confident that they're going to make this happen.
Very quickly, General Hodges, and you have experience in Iraq where the U.S. was an occupying force for some time. We talk about Kherson, this city falling. What challenges are there for the Russian military in occupying or running this city now?
Well, of course, as I discovered, I was not prepared when my brigade took over the city of Najaf. I was totally unprepared for the requirements to make sure the water was going, the electricity stayed on, food delivery, and I'm willing to bet that the Russians also are not prepared for this, and that they're hoping that city government officials there will be able to keep things going. I think this is important here, where resistance begins to set in. Do people resist actually getting the city going, balancing that with humanitarian requirements? I think this is going to be a nightmare for Russian occupation forces.
Lieutenant General, retired Lieutenant General Ben Hodges in education. Thank you so much for helping us out this morning.
Thank you, John.